Alright, so I am back, and today we're going to be doing the video response, or the responses to the my top 10 list of the top 10 Hasbro figures I'd like to see. First off, reading my shelf again so I can get Debbie up there. I think that looks pretty good with those chug scale guys. Yeah. Anyway, alright, so let's get into it. Crab CMDO says, I think some Combiner Wars Beasts, Terracons, Predacons, Seacons would be pretty retool friendly. I agree, they would be. Most of them basically just have to be a block with 4 legs out on the side and a head and tail. For the quadrupeds anyway. Then have Sea Wing, Cutthroat, and Dive Bomb share a base mold. Scalar, Ripper Snapper, Overbite, maybe Blot share a base mold. And then have repaints of the guys like Blot, Cutthroat as Monstructor, Dino King guys. They'd have to be slightly retooled, but yeah, I can see it. Let's see. Maybe even throw in some retools for Dinobot and Beast Wars, combining Rhinox from Headstrong, Cheetor from Rampage. I was saying that when the TFC Predacons were coming out, that they really should recolor those like the Beast Wars guys. It blows my mind why you have a mold and you won't recolor it. I mean, I know I'm one of those people that hate to see recolor after recolor after recolor, but sometimes it's just a no-brainer. And that's one of those cases. It was just like, why not? But they didn't do it. And it's just kind of like, I don't get it. It's like TFC never recolored their Superion. It's like, why not a G2 set? Why not G2 set of Hercules? Instead we got the Shattered Glass one. And they wonder why their sales aren't very good with their repaints is because they picked Shattered Glass of all things. And don't get me wrong, I know Shattered Glass has its own following. And that's great for them, or for the people that like the Shattered Glass. But my mindset is Shattered Glass has such a small following. Third Party has a small following, not as small, but in comparison to the official releases, they're smaller than the actual Hasbro collectors. So to narrow it down to people that like Shattered Glass and are okay with Third Party, that's a very small margin of people that would want that. So anyway, let's move on. Big Ray Ox 500 says, great list and Rant John. Here's my list. 1. Titan Returns Armada Sideways. This would be awesome because Hasbro is doing a new update Armada figures, and I would love to see more. Plus, it would make sense since he was a headmaster in Armada, and I'm thinking of them retooling the Combiner Wars group mold for this. Yeah, that's another no-brainer. I mean, yeah, it would require some retooling, but the hell, I retooled Metroplex into Fortress Maximus. Why not? I just think so. 2 Generations Legends kickback because we need him to finish off the Insecticons. I know, right? I got Shrapnel and Bombshell there, but I don't have no kickback. I've got the Fans Project Insecticons here. And I was using the Legends ones as the troops. But I've got no kickback to go with them. So that's unfortunate. 3. Combiner Wars Commandos from RID 2001 to make Ruin Nation. Again, no-brainer. I don't know why Warbitron's not doing that with their Bruticus. I mean, come on. Because it seems so easy to do. They wouldn't even need to retool any parts. They would just have to repaint the Combaticons. Plus, if Hasbro got the Blastoff mold, they could use that for Mover rather than using the Firefly mold. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, it's such a no-brainer. If they're doing the G2 colors, why not do the Ruination? I don't know. I don't know why they didn't do Fall of Cybertron with Ruination. Yeah, they did a Ruination, but it wasn't Ruination. You know what I mean? It was I mean, it was Wreckers, and it was an Autobot combiner, so it should have been Ruination. That's my thought on that. For Combiner Wars, Star Saber, because I love the character and I don't want to spend a huge amount of money for a masterpiece. Yeah. G1 or Robot Masters release. The Robot Masters is awesome. It's a fun toy. Is it a great action figure? No. I've reviewed it, and it's terrible action figure, actually, because it's limited posability, it's small, and it just isn't great, but I had so much fun with it. So there's that, but I know he's expensive. I'm thinking of the Silverbolt mold because it suits him well. It would need a new robot mode head, but the combiner head wouldn't need to be changed as it looks so close to Star Saber's super head mode. They would just have to repaint it correctly. See, here's what I'm going to disagree with you. If they do Star Saber, they need to do, I would say, maybe a heavy retool of the Jetfire mold, because he should be like a leader class for Chug. At least, yeah. Or like two Voyagers combining together or something like that. I know he wasn't a combiner, but if we're doing it in Combiner Wars, that's where you would need to be. Because then we would have to find 4 limbs for him. So yeah, I don't know if I'd like that. But, if we did a Voyager Jet and then a Voyager Leo Kaiser to make him his powered up mode, that'd be pretty cool. Or just a leader class. Like Jetfire, and then like a heavy retool of Jetfire, and then have the armor bits that lock onto him, have those maybe combined together to make like a mini little lion or something. I don't know. I'm just kind of throwing things out there now. 5 Combiner Wars Hatchet. They could use the Skylinks mold to do this. Yeah, that would be a good one. I'm not a huge fan of the Hatchet because it was. I'm not a huge fan of the Bayformer figures. Don't get me wrong, I like the movie, but it would turn into space shuttles and have a beast mode instead of a robot mode. Plus, Hatchet has the golden line face that Skylinks has. They could even repaint some of the Stunticon molds into dreads and create a new combiner. Now that would be cool. They should just do slight retools and slight repaints. Not even repaints, just straight same colors, just retools, maybe like just new heads for the off-road mold. I think that would be awesome. Or maybe they can use off-road and then the retool that was first aid, do 2 of each or something like that. That'd be cool. 6 Generations Beast Wars Cybershark. Simple repaint of Generations Skybite. I know, right? Would be perfect because the original Skybite was a repaint of Cybershark. Exactly. It wouldn't be that hard. 7 Generation Flywheels, a repaint of Double Dealer to go with the BotCon Battle Trap. I don't know about that one. Alright. Cybertron Backstop, a repaint of Generations Rhinox with a new head and weapons that would work as the original Backstop toy was terrible. Yes, he was. Plus, Backstop was repainted into Rhinox for Cybertron, so it would be cool to see it the other way around. 9 Generations Scale Brawn, Legend Scale Brawn, yes, not a Headmaster Brawn like they're giving us, because we would nearly have all the G1 mini-bots in a suitable size class. We were missing Beachcomber and Sea Spray, but Brawn is the one that I want the most. Plus, they could retool him into Outback, and then he will have 2 more mini-bots off the list. Agreed. 10 Voyager class Octane, because he's one of my favorite Decepticons, and I would like it scale with Generation Split Wings and Titan's Return Astro Train, as the old universe version of Octane wasn't good and was too small. See, I was never an Octane fan, to be completely honest, so that Legend or the Deluxe class one is fine with me because I just don't care enough about the character to go out and be like, all right, I'm gonna spend this kind of money on it. And it's like, no, I just don't care. I don't like Octane. He was only in a few episodes, so it's like, who cares? For me, anyway. I know. Everyone's got their fan bases, but I'm not in that camp. Jazz, Prime 74 says my top 10 of all time in no order is Leader Class, Dark of the Moon, Megatron. Yes. Leader Class 2007, Revenge of the Fallen, Grinder, Blackout. Yes. Yes, please. Transformers Prime, Voyager, Arachnid. I think the Deluxe is a good scale for her, but the toy was such a just train wreck that it wasn't very good. Human Alliance Drift, yes. Human Alliance Crosshairs, yes. Human Alliance Topspin and Dino, yes. Masterpiece Skywarp, yes. Leader Class Galvatron, yes. And Combiner Wars Predacon. And TF Mugalan says, LOL never happened. Yeah, it won't happen. But, I would be really happy with the Leader Class Blackout figure. One of the few things from the first movie that I absolutely loved was Blackout's first scene. So yeah, I would pick up a Leader Class Blackout, and then that would entice me to get the Leader Class Starscream again, and maybe not get all the line, but get some of the higher end ones, at least the Leader Class ones, because those were actually pretty good. Some of them, most of them actually, or everyone I had. Big Ray Ox 500 says, "Hey John, have you seen Perfect Effects Beast Goria? It's a third-party version of Optimus Primal from Beast Wars, or Optimal Optimus from Beast Wars. If so, will you be getting it? You can count on it. Yeah, that thing looks great. I think I heard that it was only 3 modes instead of 4, which is unfortunate. But I'll still give it a shot, and hopefully they'll repaint it and do a slight retool on the head to the Beast Machine's Megatron. That's a no-brainer again. And I think there was also a red repaint of him that was Primal Prime, which is hilarious because everyone said that it was that the figures were canceled, but I know for a fact I had that in my store at one point at Walmart. It was there. I saw it. I was going to get it, but instead I got the cryo... the blue repaint of Beast Wars 2 Megatron. I got that one instead. Because I'm always more into the cons, but I know I saw the Primal Prime. And now I regret not getting it. Because I could probably sell it for an arm or something. Arm or leg. Brian Bishil says, only in bot mode, but city mode Utopia is same size. I'm not sure what you're referring to. So, moving on. Wireless Phantom says, I am technically a Decepticon. I may be a Shattered Glass one, but a Decepticon nonetheless. Funny. Which makes you an auto, or a good guy Decepticon, so... I don't know, man. I don't know. Daniel McClung says, for my top 10, I have to go with these in no order. 10, Abominus. 9, Predaking. 8, Titan Class Omega Supreme. All those would be pretty cool. 7, Titan Class Scorponok. 6, Omega Prime. Why the hell not? 5, Rail Racer or Raiden. I'm where I have issues with combiners. 4, Double Dealer Voyager size with the Autobot Decepticon angle. 3, Skylynx Voyager size. But we got a Skylynx of Voyager size. We need a Skylynx leader size. 2, Quick Switch. If I'm going to have a 6-shot, this is a must. And a little off topic, but I feel it is still in the spirit of this list. 1, Hasbro / Takara Masterpiece Combiner. I don't care which one. The argument is always present with combiners for MP. Does it scale correctly or not? We'll make one and let's find out. We can talk about them all day long looking at old stills from the show. This of a comic or that one. If they can make MP10 the standard, they can make a combiner to match. Just my thought. I agree. They should. I don't know why they didn't. They haven't yet, but I don't think they will. Doesn't seem to be what they're really looking forward to, and it's like they did do, like they were working on the Devastator, and they got kind of turned into the Combiner Wars Devastator. From what I understand, that's the rumors. So it's like that's what happens when they try. So I'm okay with them not trying again. I'm not bashing the Devastator, but that is not a masterpiece figure. Far from it. Alright. Kakashi Prime says there is an upscale KO of Make Toys Utopia that's going to be out later this year. Last I heard, it's around $200 price range. Not sure about the quality, though. It looks good. Yeah, a lot of those KOs on TF Direct, it's like, that's tempting. But then it's like, but I don't know about the quality, so I'm hesitant on biting the bullet. It's like, I want the oversized Predaking, but I know he's too small for Debbie there, so I don't know if I'll get him. But it's like, they've got the Warbotron guys now, and it's like, the reviews that I've seen for the Warbotron Bruticus guys, it's like, everyone says that they're really good, but those same people also said Lone Wolf was really good, and yeah, no. So I don't know, I'm hesitant. Crimson Vader says, well, John, I got good news. Six Shot is coming in Titan's Return line, along with Voyager Megatron, which will become a new Blitzwing Voyager Laser Prime, which will become Octane. That sounds cool. Along with the Deluxe Hot Rod and Deluxe Double Dealer. Always here. Anyways, here's my list of 15. 15 is just Dream. 1, Combiner Wars Side Swipe. 2, Combiner Wars Red Alert. The mold. I hate that mold. I don't want to see it again. I really don't. I have to argue with that. Combiner Wars Inferno. Combiner Wars Hoist. That's a no-brainer because they did the Trailbreaker. Combiner Wars Blue Streak, yes. Deathsaurus Titan's Return. Okay. Optimus Prime from RID using the Hotspot mold with a new head. I could see it. I'd be okay with that. Ultra Magnus from RD, able to combine with the new Prime using the new combiner ports that form Omega Prime. Granted, it would be as tall, but it would be a cool figure. Yeah, that could be cool. 8, a new Beast Wars Dinobot Voyager scale. Yes, please. 9, a new Beast Wars Scorponok. Yes. Titan class Scorponok. Yes. Retool Armada Tidal Wave into Broadside. I think they should make a new Tidal Wave, and then they could do that into Broadside. That'd be a piece of cake there at that point. 12, Titan class Omega Supreme, but maybe a head shorter than Metroplex, but taller than Devastator. Okay. 3, I would love a new Rail Racer from RID. He's my favorite character from the series, and he was 3 train bots. If Autobots need combiners, they should use them and not made up combiners. Agreed. Yeah, let's use the ones that are in the lore. You know, it's like, why don't you repaint the Devastator as the RID Build King? I know it's 6 members instead of 4, but hey, it's actually a character. 14, Titan's Return Overlord. It is rumored, and I can only hope it's true. It's supposed to be 2 Voyagers, which it can be the same size as MMC. That one is 12 inches. That'd be kind of cool. 15, I want each figure to come with a build, a base part, take away the comic and collector card, which they already did, or they took away the comic for Titan's Return. but that way, when you are done with the line for the series, you actually have an Autobot base and Decepticon base. Yeah, that'd be cool, but they'd have to make sure to make more or make as many Decepticons as they do Autobots. I don't want to go down that road again. Autobots come with Autobot base parts and Decepticons with Decepticon base parts. Have it be a wall and a floor, or a wall and a roof. Make the walls stackable, and have a couple of them build Teltran 1. Yeah, that would be awesome. SXS is doing that, so I'm probably going to buy a bunch of those. Alright, Jeff Perrin says, sorry, long read. I see your points and like them, and here's my comments to each of them. 1, 2, like the box set idea of mixed figures for those that missed them. And how about an exclusive Masquerade box set with Blue Streak Jazz, Wind Charger, Sideswipe, and a recolored Nemesis Prime? I'd buy that. I'd go to the convention. Get it. 3. Well, we'll get Metro already. With Fortress Maximus coming out, that's close to the same mold, but Metro is a bit more fun to mess around with. Fortress Maximus looks much like a brick. I'm already kicking myself for wanting to buy that figure. Metro Titan would be a good exclusive convention redeco. 4, 5. Scorponok and Omega, along with Tyripticon, all fit into the Titans motif. I'd like to see Omega as kind of a build-a-figure. It looks like Hasbro is wanting to go into micro and playsets, and could see Micromaster-ish bases again. That'd be cool. I would really like that. 3 or 4 base could combine with a larger Supreme Headmaster controlling Omega. That'd be pretty cool. 6. You want Seekers? I want Beasts. Predacon, Seacon, Monsterbots, etc. Going into a Head Prowl Mixmaster route is roughly about the same time Creature Bots started showing up in post-war. Yeah, I'd like to see that. 7. G2 Cyberjets. Yes! Be another great convention or online exclusive. No, I want it everywhere. I want Cyberjets everywhere. All over the place. On the floors, on the walls, ceilings. Walmart, Walgreens. I want to be able to go into Baskin Robbins to get ice cream, which I don't eat because I'm lactose intolerant, but be able to get a Cyberjet with it. That's where I want Cyberjets. Everywhere. I know I'm insane, so moving on. Was released in the G-Tune line as Dreadwing the Smoke Jumper. Was also called BB and Starscream and Gigantobong standalone in later lines. Yeah, they Machine Wars had them, Robot Masters had them, Beast Wars 2 had them, and the last ones was RAD had them. Alright, let's see here. 9. The Titan tidal wave would fall perfect into my Omega Supreme idea, as well as Hasbro's play pattern. Although this is a Decepticon base, combiners that merge, nice call on balance. If you got bots and cons in all categories, then there should be balance. You have a ton of Legends and Deluxe bots. Make some Voyager and Leader class cons as big threats. 10. I don't know about a collection box. I'd like to see a creator series. That would be cool too. They go back and pull some concept arts from vaults and make the figure out of them. And see, now we're getting into cost too much. This was my idea was just more of a cash grab for Hasbro. Because that's what they're all about, cash grabs. So I'm trying to just fit into their ideas. Some people would flip their minds to some trans tech. Yes, they would. I would. There you go, third party, get on it. I know... Who was it? The animated Blur was the Trans Tech Cheetor. They used that design for Blur. So we did get one, and it did get repainted at one point into it. So that's pretty cool. Trying to load more. Brandon, I'm not gonna try to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. I'm not good with them. For someone who doesn't give a crap about the Japanese continuity redecos, which you should, but I guess I can't force you. I'm surprised you want a Titan class Metro Titan, but I guess you would say you want it because the repaint potential is there. That's basically where I want it. I don't know what my Metro Titan is. And it's not that I don't give a crap about the Japanese continuity. It's just I've never gotten into it. And my big issue is that the dubbing I've heard isn't very good. And I'm not a big subtitle fan. I like to watch the shows while I'm like painting models or something like that. So it's like I don't really want to sit there and have to, watch it the whole time to get every bit of it. So that's my big issue there. And the thing I'd say if I didn't give a crap about anything, it'd probably be the current comics, just because I'm so far behind. And I keep saying, oh, I want to get into them, but I just can't, or it's too late, or whatever. It's more of I just don't have the time to do it. So it's not that I don't give a crap about it. It's just I don't know anything about it. So I don't want to sit here and tell you, oh yeah, I want this, I want this, I want this. But Metro Titan I know was in the comics. I think it was in what I can't remember. Dark Cybertron or Black Cybertron or something along those lines. I'm pretty sure there was a Metro Titan in there. So that's why I say I want to see the Metro Titan. It's just because it's there. I know it's there, and it's just like, why not? Why not repaint it? That's just my point. So no, it's like I said, it's not that I don't give a crap, it's just, or don't care. It's just I haven't gotten into it, and I don't have time to get into it, and I just don't like reading subtitles. That's the big thing. Wireless Phantom says, from what I've seen, we were going to get a Leader 6 shot from some leaked box art I've seen. I'm hyped. Hopefully we do. Raphael O says Decepticon G. Yes, I'm down with that. The Fluffy Hub says, the idea for 6-shot sounds cool, but not cool for 6-shot. I want a 6-shot that is a legit 6-changer. Of course. I mean, I would too. My thought process was more on like, how can we do it in a way that Hasbro would actually do it? Because, I mean, you look at Combiner Wars, this is how we're getting figures, is something's going to get left out. And it's the only way we're going to get these figures from them is if they cut some corner somewhere. So it's just one of those kind of things. It's like something's got to give there. But the idea you made could be reserved for another figure that is made up of something. But overall, your list is good, and the Voyager Seekers would be fantastic. Everybody says that. Why can't they make it happen? Big Ray Ox 500 says, the history of character box set that you mentioned would be an awesome idea. There was a few of them in the Age of Extinction line, but they were only double packs. Plus, half of them didn't even make sense. Like they repainted the Energon Grimlock to go, yes, they did, go with the Age of Extinction Grimlock. When they should have used the Classics mold. No, they should just leave that Classics mold wherever it's at. Just leave it there. Let's not bring that one back. Is it a better figure? I don't know. That's a tough call. If anything, they should have grabbed like Beast War, because at one point Beast War's Dinobot was repainted as a Grimlock. They should have grabbed that, or something along those lines, or Cruel Lock. I think they did use that one actually. But yeah, I just or you know what, Fall of Cybertron. Just use the Fall of Cybertron Grimlock. I would easily say that was the best Hasbro Grimlock since G1. And that's sad. You were also right. There was a box set that included 3 different Bumblebee toys in the 2007 movie line. It included the animated movie, and classics Bumblebee. Yep, and that thing. I mean, it was cool. It was cool. Not my cup of tea. I don't. I think I might have bought that one. I can't remember. I was buying everything at the time because I was before third party, so it's like I had money to buy everything that was out because it was like, oh hey, I got everything, as opposed to now where it's like, let's see, where do I spend my paycheck this time? Do I get a couple TFC guys, or do I get a couple of these guys, or what? But yeah, I can't remember if I had it or not. Too Passive says, great rant as always. Thank you. I hope the folks at Hasbro Takara hear you out and give your suggestions some serious thought. They should just hire me. I mean, I'm not the biggest Hasbro fanboy, but I could actually give them some thoughts to compete with third party. But then again, I don't think they really care. My personal top 10 would be as follows. 1. Voyager-sized Generations IDW style Ironhide and Ratchet. Make them same scale as the Age of Extinction movie Voyager Hound. He'll get the same designer. Hell, get the same designer. Yes, that would be awesome. I would go with a small Voyager, not a large Voyager, but yeah, that would be pretty cool. 2 Voyager Seekers. 3 Titan class Omega Supreme that turns into a shuttle like the Ark. That would actually be pretty cool. 4 a proper Generations Optimus Prime to fit with the new scale chug figures. I should not have to look to toys like Orion for a good Prime figure. Yeah, Flatimus Prime from Combiner Wars is not good, but I do think they are making a new Prime, a Voyager Prime for Titan's Return. 5 a Combiner class Lugnut figure done in the Generations IDW. They did that. Oh no, you say Combiner class. Or Commander class. They did the Voyager class one from, I think it was Reveal the Shield, and that thing is amazing. 6 Generations IDW style Misfire. 7 Generations IDW style Rodimus Prime. I'm always down with another Rodimus. 8 Generations IDW style Shockwave Voyager class. Hell yeah! That little dinky thing. I don't even know where he's at. I care so little about my little dinky Shockwave. It's not even here. Yeah. 9 Generations IDW Deluxe Class Decepticon Clones, Pounce and Wingspan. I heard a third party was doing them, but I haven't heard anything about it since. 10 a new take on Reflector. Maybe make him 3 deluxe figures that merge into a tank with Spectro and Spyglass as a front and back portions and viewfinder as the turret. I'd be cool with that. Although the one thing at the BotCon that it's like I didn't know it was there until like weeks and weeks later. It made me actually like regret not, because I had a friend that went there and I wanted now I want a figure from there, but now it's way too expensive, and that was the Legends class Reflector that was retooled from the Shockwave, the Legends Shockwave mold, and I think that looking at it, it was like, wow, that's just about the perfect Reflector I've ever seen. So I do regret not getting that, but yeah. And Hasbro, if you're reading this, please make the Voyagers suggested above triple changers. Don't make them triple change. Save the plastic and part count for proper bots and alt modes. And then he says, correction, sorry, I meant leader class Lugnut. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, leader class one would be cool. A little too big, I think. But yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be okay with it. Okay, Joseph Flanagan, the Omega Supreme would be great, but you know they would totally screw up his alt mode. Yeah, they always do. Also, they should finish G1. We need Inferno and Grapple. And why not do the Dinobots? We have all the third-party companies doing them. What if Hasbro came out with them for like $30-40 price point? That would sell like crazy. It would. And Big Ray responds to him, agreed about the Dinobots. Hasbro did repaint the Age of Extinction Dinobots molds into G1 Dinobots for a box set. But some new ones would be great. Yeah, those things look terrible. I should probably buy them. Yeah, I'll probably buy them. Because that would be a fun review. Oh, man. Okay, Wireless Phantom. My top 10 would be Titan Omega Supreme, Titan Scorponok, Combiner Wars Ruination, yes. Combiner Wars Piranacon, Combiner Wars Predaking, Combiner Wars Abominus, Classics Overbite and Slugfest, yes, that'd be cool. Classics Cassette Combiners, that'd be cool. Classics Rosanna, and 10 Titan Black Zarek. These aren't in any order. I'm just assuming we'll get a Scorponok anyway, but I'd love to still get those. Yeah. All right. Gen X. I can't do the last name. I'm sorry. With Tidal Wave, maybe they could make him somewhat between leader and Titan class. Yeah, that'd be cool too. Maybe like combiner sized and let him break apart and slap onto leader class Megatron mold. Alternatively, later down the line, they retool the mold, paint it as Armada Galvatron, let the cannon parts form onto his side or something, and then have pegs on his arm and such for Tidal Wave. Also, the retool, I think he's actually compatible with Armada Tidal Wave, if I remember correctly. Also, the retool would have better joints. The Tidal Wave would still be the same size as I said earlier, but I feel like a retool would make better and be more compatible with Tidal Wave. Leonil Medina. I think since Combiner Wars has a few G2 sets released, I'd like to see some more G2 MPs. This could be something that Hasbro could do to make more money off the repaints, just like Takara makes money off the die clones. Also, I'm still wondering if Hasbro will ever get to the combiners, Predaking, Abominus, Piranacon, etc. That we're supposed to get in first place with Combiner Wars. I'd also like to see new robots of the Alternators alternating line, since that is my favorite line among MP. And since they didn't sell that well, maybe the engineering could be downsized to smaller figures to downsize the price. Alternators, some of them are pretty good stand-ins, I think, for MPs. Like if there's a hole in an MP collection, get an alternator, I think, would be a good idea. This thing is not loading. Come on. Alright, Mackie Stingray 2040. I wouldn't mind seeing some more combiners, Predaking, and Abominus. I think that's just the general consensus. Hasbro, come on. We got majority rules here. I'm hoping Titan Class Omega Supreme would come out after Titan's Triptychon. Must have this for my Metroplex. If not, my Year of the Snake Omega will, with his Armageddon set versus Hercules, will remain my combo. Part of me feels like the reissue Unicron prices to screw with modders, customizers who use the Unicron figure to make other characters. Yeah, that could be. Or they're just like, oh yeah, they'll pay it. Probably more of the, yeah, they'll pay it. Or because of the raising cost of plastic, it's just like, that's just where it would be now. I don't know. I doubt it. Tombstone Cross says, I agree that the head sculpts are amazing with Hasbro Takara Tomy, but the overall look with the hollowness pushed me away from the purchase. I think you're talking about the Titan's Return, I'm guessing. Or maybe the Bruticus, or Devastator. Wireless Phantom says, I think it makes sense that they made Fortress Max for Titan's Return, but Triptychon should have been the Titan in place of Devastator because he should not have been a Titan. Exactly. Also, you forgot Computron in your combiner count. Yeah, there's like 2 different versions of him too. Gen 1 Red Alert, I have a few. I'd like to see proper remakes of the Insecticons and Deluxe guys. Yep, I would too. That's 3 to 6 figures. I'd love to see a new set of Lambers, Sideswipe, Sunstreaker, Red Alert. That would be cool. that look better than the old Chug versions, and they definitely look better than the stupid ass breakdown mold. Last thing, the display shelf behind you, the upright behind your right shoulder, the bracket that holds the top half to the bottom half is not the same level as the other three for the stand. Are you talking about these brackets? Because I know some of them didn't go in all the way. Or are you talking about the actual shelving units? Because it might be the camera's slight angle, so you might be looking at it at a slightly different angle. I don't know. Let me know. Thanatos Prime says, here's my top 10 wanted Hasbro figures. I won't include teams like Dinobots, Predacons on this list, just individual character. Honorable mentions a Leader Class Grimlock or Dinobots box set, along with Voyager Horrorcons and Duocons. 10 Legends Brawn from Generations Gear Mold. I think he deserves his own mold, is what I think. 9 Legends Kickback, yes. Retail version of Punch Counter Punch, yes, that'd be cool. With the headmasters, it would actually be really easy because he could just come with 2 different headmasters, and make it so that his back and front look pretty much the same, or like a chest. I think that might make it pretty easy, actually. 7 Generations Oil Slick inspired by the animated toy. That would be awesome. 6 a new Armada Demolisher, yes. 5 Voyager Fallen, 4 Voyager or Leader Starsaber, yep. 3 Death Source in the same scale as above. 2 Turmoil and 1 Voyager Tarn. Yeah, those would be cool. Joseph Flanagan, when you counted the 5 con combiners and the Autobot 3, you missed that Omega Supreme was the original counterpart to Devastator, and Skylegs was a counterpart for Predaking, so it comes to 5 to 5 if you think about it. But see, that's the thing, is that Devastator didn't really have a counterpart. First it was the Dinobots, then it was Omega Supreme. And Predaking, yeah, it was Skylinks, but I mean, I just, they weren't true combiners, so I wouldn't really count them in the combiner teams. They're just more big bots. But it's just, my point is just like, is like even if you add those 2 into it, there's Combiner Wars still, the bots outnumber the cons because they have all those random bots. Yeah. Seeing Funny John says, basically redo most of the Beast Wars line. Yes. Throw in Beast Machines, but normal colors. Yes. Normal. And fix Silverbolt's damn weapons. Just make a new Silverbolt. It broke on me a week or 2 go after getting it. And like it stick to his back. Always jumped off of it. Thanks for Rat Trap, Waspinator, and Rhinox. Oh, and make a Transmetal Scorponok. Why have Rhinox and Airraiser have one, but the one close to the to get one doesn't? Boo. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. And then he also says a true list: 1 Dinobot with the gun accessories and the caveman axe. That would be awesome. I really, they need to do that for MP. They need to do a MP Dinobot and then an MP Dinobot with battle damaged and the axe and the guns and stuff. That would be awesome. 2 a better Magnaboss, which wouldn't be that hard, with separate releases of the team. 3 the bad guy one 2. I'm guessing Triptychon, or no, Triperticus. 4 Scorponok with small missile launchers. 5 a decent scaled Night Scream. Yes, please, not something gigantic, out of scale with everything. 6 who are getting the whole Beast Machines line, no huge ones. Yep. Actually, I disagree. What they should do with Beast Machines is all the Legends and the Deluxes should all be Maximals. And only the Voyagers and Titan, Voyagers, Leaders, Voyagers and Leaders should be Viacons. That's how they should do it. 7, Optimal Optimus with a replaceable head of Megatron. Hopefully, Perfect Effect is going to take care of that for us. 8, Megatronus in a bigger scale. I know, but he's cool. Megatronus, I think that's from the new R&D show, so I don't know. 9, Andalite figure from Animorphs. 10, Polar Claw, nice figure but has problems. Do all the All-Ball Beast... I would love to see a whole new set of Beast Force figures, but that's just me. So yeah, there you go. There's the viewer responses, and I'll be back tomorrow. I think I'm going to try and put together a Takara list for MPs. So, hopefully I can.